Xin chào, friends. Welcome to the heart of Vietnam, where even the simplest things can carry entire worlds of stories. Picture this: a busy crossroads in Hanoi, the smell of freshly brewed coffee, the roar of passing motorbikes, and then a small mirror nailed to the wall of an old house, with a worn-out chair placed beneath a tree. Here works the barber, a person who doesn't just cut hair, but changes fates, keeps the secrets of the streets, and connects the past with the present. Today, we will journey through the culture of Vietnamese barbers, from ancient traditions to modern salons, from mysticism to fashion. Vietnam is a country where even the simplest things are filled with depth and history. And barbers here are not just people with scissors and a comb. They are guardians of tradition, witnesses of tan, and intermediaries between the past and the present. To see this, one only needs to walk through Hanoi in the early morning. Through the morning mist, between the old houses of the 36th Streets quarter, you might spot a small mirror nailed to a wall, with a worn chair beneath a tree. A man in a plain white shirt pulls out scissors and a comb from his bag. He positions his client so that the light falls just right, and begins his work. The street barber is a familiar, irreplaceable part of the urban landscape. Here, under the open sky, hair falls onto the pavement while motorbikes roar past. The scent of iced coffee drifts in the air, and vendors call out, selling steaming bowls of pho. These barbers are more than craftsmen. They are chroniclers. Sitting in the chair, a client shares their life. One tells of family troubles, another speaks of politics, while yet another simply listens to the latest gossip. The barber always has a story to tell. He is a bridge between people. But this craft also carries a deeper meaning. In Vietnam, hair is not just an ornament, it is part of the soul. A child's first haircut was often entrusted not to the parents, but to a respected barber. It was believed he would cut away evil spirits and give the child protection. Before a wedding or an important exam, many would go to the barber to renew themselves. Even during times of war, barbers never disappeared. At the front, in dusty villages, they would hang a mirror on a tree and cut soldiers' hair. Short haircuts were seen as a sign of discipline and fighting spirit. Veterans' memories are still filled with such scenes. Under the roar of planes and the crack of gunfire, soldiers sat in old wooden chairs while the barber, with practiced precision, trimmed their temples. In Saigon of the 1960s, things were different. Modern women's salons began to open, where young women came for stylish cuts inspired by French actresses or Hollywood stars. These were not just places to get your hair done. They were spaces of freedom and style. There, women flipped through magazines, listened to Western music, and dreamed of the future. Today, the culture of barbers in Vietnam beautifully unites past and present. In Hanoi, you can still find old masters working under the shade of trees. In small family salons, barbers know their clients for generations, remembering when they first came as school children, and now watching them return with children of their own. Meanwhile, in Ho Chi Minh City, modern studios flourish, where young stylists trained in Korea or Japan bring with them the latest international trends. Yet no matter the place or time, one truth remains. A haircut in Vietnam is not just about appearance. It is a symbol of renewal, a sign of change, a small ritual that reminds a person life always moves forward. Even today, many say, "When I cut my hair, I leave my worries behind." This is why the street barber in Hanoi, the woman with a hairdryer in 1960s Saigon, and the modern stylist in Ho Chi Minh City are all connected by one invisible thread. They do not just cut hair, they change moods, fates, and even history. When we think of Vietnam, we often imagine its mountains, seas, or ancient temples. But we must not forget that the true story of the country also lives in the simplest things. A barber under an old tree, a woman in a small salon, a young master in a modern studio, All of them keep the rhythm of life, turning the everyday into a quiet ritual of renewal. Hair falls away, and with it old worries in the past. What remains is only a new beginning. Subscribe to Hop Coast, because ahead of us lie even more amazing stories of Vietnam, of people, legends, and places where past and present meet face to face.